The flickering neon sign buzzed outside the dusty bookstore, casting an ethereal glow on the rain-slicked sidewalk. Anya clutched her threadbare coat tighter, her brow furrowed in concentration. Tonight was the night. Tonight, she would answer the call. Inside, the air hung heavy with the scent of aged paper and forgotten stories. Anya navigated the labyrinthine shelves, her fingers trailing along the spines of countless worlds waiting to be explored. Finally, she reached her destination, a worn, leather-bound book tucked away in a forgotten corner. Its title, Starlight's Call, shimmered with an otherworldly allure. As Anya opened the book, a wave of energy washed over her. The words on the page danced and swirled, morphing into swirling constellations that whispered promises of adventure. Hesitantly, she reached out and touched the stardust shimmering on the page. The world dissolved around her. She found herself standing on a windswept cliff overlooking a boundless ocean of stars. The air crackled with magic and a kaleidoscope of colors painted the sky. A voice, warm and ancient, echoed in her mind, "Welcome, Anya. You have answered the call. Are you ready to begin?" Anya's heart pounded, a mixture of fear and excitement coursing through her veins. "Yes," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the celestial wind. The voice chuckled, a sound like tinkling bells. "Excellent. Then let your journey commence." With a snap of invisible fingers, the voice conjured a magnificent airship, its sails shimmering with starlight. Anya climbed aboard, her trepidation replaced by a burgeoning sense of wonder. As the ship soared into the starlit expanse, she knew this was just the beginning. Ahead lay countless worlds, each brimming with its own unique challenges and treasures. Would she face fearsome dragons guarding forgotten knowledge? Unravel the mysteries of ancient civilizations lost to time? Or perhaps discover hidden talents within herself that she never knew existed? The possibilities were endless, as vast and boundless as the starlit ocean before her. Anya gripped the ship's railing, a determined glint in her eyes. This was her chance to rewrite her story, to become the heroine she always dreamed of being. The call had been answered, and the adventure had just begun.
So, what challenges will Anya face on her celestial journey? What hidden talents will she discover? Will she find the answers she seeks? Or will her adventure lead her an even more extraordinary path? The story continues, limited only by your imagination. So, dear Fire Nexus people, set sail on your own starlit adventure and answer the call within your own heart. If this is you, if you are Anya, where will your journey take you? This is something that inspires everybody. We all have this kind of situation. It happens in our lives where we do something so small, yet it sparks the inspiration as well as it sparks the hope. It renews something that we once believed, yet we are now have to believe in it again. This is something that I find it small, yet it's something important for us all. And this is a short story called The Starlight's Call, inspired by the tarot card, The Stars. For the context of this situation, for the weekly mission here, when we look at the star card through the lens of self-improvement, this card gonna be shine brightly with the message of hope, renewal, and inspiration. So, if we're gonna take a look on the keyword for this week, it mainly focused on hope, faith, inspiration, renewal, guidance also, optimism. This is also the main key, creativity and progress. So let's take a look on what can be the interpretation for this short story. the renewal and hope. The stars signify healings and moving beyond past struggles. This week or this episode, you might find yourself feeling lighter, more optimistic, and ready to start afresh on your self-discovery and self-improvement journey. When it comes to the interpretation in terms of inner guidance, let's take a look on the picture. The decent figure pouring water representing connections of your intuition and your higher self. This encourages you to tap into your inner wisdom and trust the guidance it offers you for your personal growth. Like Anya's encounters with the book, and then she heard the call, whisper to her, and she answered. And this is something that I do find it inspiring, especially when we do something that is so small that we did not think it would be something extraordinary, but it turns out to be something that sparked a fire within you. So another interpretation in regard to creative awakening, the starry sky and the overflow water in the picture also symbolizing the inspiration and creative energy. This could be the potent week to explore your creative side, whether it is a writing, painting, or something that engaging in activities that bring you joy. I would need to emphasize that bring you joy. If that is something that bring you joy, do it. Find a time to do it, right? And small steps, big progress. When it comes to this card, the two small pools represent taking consistent, actionable steps towards your goal. Focus on progress, not perfection. And celebrate each small victory as you move forward. You will find that it is a vital key in order to achieve a big successful goal that you are aiming. It's not about the outcome that you are making, but the small victory of the small steps that you're taking towards it that make it truly matter. As my project that I am running right now, which is very from the start, I also need to do that too, because if I am going to be focusing on the perfection, I will never be able to upload the clip onto YouTube at all. So this is something that I will need to work on as well. And the last thing that I want to mention in terms of interpretation with the tarot card here is a renewal phase. The star itself signifies believing in yourself and your potential. So this episode reaffirm your commitment to your self-improvement and self-discovery, and trust that you have the strength and resources to achieve your goals. So this is just the interpretation in regards to the short stories and the tarot card, the star. But let's talk about this actionable advice or actionable steps that we can do in order to make it more what that we can practice in our 3D world here. First, set a small achievable goals for the week in related to your topic here, how you can improve yourself. Spend time each day connecting to your intuition through meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature. Even though if you are in the city where the only nature is at the park, I believe that it's worth time for you to find it, to find a time or to make the time. Time is not something you find, it's something you make, right? So find the time to be at the park or appreciate the nature that around you, the nature of, even though it's just the bird flying, passing you by, chirping around, just appreciate it, because it is something that could inspire you in terms of your hobbies, your inspiration, or even what you're working on. You will never know. So appreciate the nature and you will find that it is more fulfilling. Engage in a creative activity, even if just a few minutes. Sometimes let me say this. This is something that I've experienced it myself multiple times, and I find it fascinating all the time. The creativity flows when you are relaxed. So if you are in the state that you find yourself stressed, best believe that the creativity will not run, because what you are focusing on is the stress of the thing that you are thinking of that is pressuring you, right? And because of that, creativity is blocked. It cannot run through you. So the only thing that can make it unblocked is to unblock yourself by watching something that is lighthearted, light-headed. That could work sometimes. Who knows, right? And do the things that can relax you. Sometimes you can think of spa or treat yourself something nice, right? But it could be as easy as a change of scenery. Sometimes when you find that what you're working on is so messy, right? You just change it, switch things up a little, even though it's still messy, but fix it, right? So just try to do things, switch things up a little, just for the sake of the newness. And you will find that sometimes it helps you with the creativity that you are working on. And this is the card analysis for your week ahead, the stars. I hope that you find it helpful and inspiring. And we are going to move on to the next section of this videos. And now, moving on to the next session, which is the quest for the week on her celestial journey. What hidden talents will she discover? Here, please feel free to click on the link at the description box, or will to get the access to an even more extraordinary persona profile. Downloading, I cannot remember what I named it as a file name, but imagination. It's going to be there. So you can download Fire Nexus people. Set sail on your own to my website adventure and download it as the Google own heart. Google Doc. If this is you, if you this would give you the idea on your journey you can play this game. This is something with us, which is inspires to everybody. Get the persona we made. All have this kind of situation and analyze yourself in our life. You're gonna be using where we do something so small, the same document box, the to journal, as well as the quest box for the week. As for this week, you get the star card, something that we once, as well as the short story called we the Starlight. Have to believe in it again. So the first, this is something I'm going to list down all that's 7 quests that you can do. Find it small. You can pick something that you prefer to do important, or you can do all the same. And this is a short story called for yourself, or if you are someone inspired by the tarot card, the artistic for the context of the situation. Response for the weekly mission here, responding to this when we look quest when we look at the star
feel free to do
card
so
through the
and tag
lens
me
of
on
self-improvement,
Instagram or
this
the
card
main
gonna be
platform that you may
shine
use.
brightly,
But
with the
let's start
message of
with the
hope,
first quest that
renewal,
I have come up
and
with,
inspiration.
which is face your fears.
So,
Answer the call.
if you're gonna take a look on
This
the
week,
keyword for this
identify a
week,
personal dream
it
or
mainly
aspiration
focuses
that
on
you hesitate to
faith,
pursue due to fear or
inspiration,
doubt.
renewal,
Figure it out
and write down
guidance
plans to
also,
overcome your fears
optimism,
and take the first step towards
This is
your
also
true
key.
calling, creativity,
because sometimes
and
when things
progress.
are on your head,
So
for sometimes
let's take a
and
look
you did not bring it
on
to the reality.
what can be the interpretation
This
for
is
this
the fear
short
for
story.
accumulating it.
The
I don't know
renewal
if you
and
understand
hope.
me, but
The stars
that
signify
it's
healing.
happening.
It
And
happens
moving
with me
beyond past
personally.
struggles.
So
When
this
you write
week
it down,
or this episode,
you get the idea
you
on
might find
how you would
yourself
like to work
feeling
it.
lighter,
And when you
more
plan
optimism,
more
step by step.
optimistic, sorry,
You can
and
identify
ready
which
to
one
start
of the
afresh
steps that you
on
can
your
make it first.
Sometimes it doesn't
Self-discovery
have to be
and
1, 2, 3, 4,
self-improvement
5,
journey.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
When
you
it
have to
comes
count it,
to the
you can start from 4,
interpretation in terms of
then come
inner
back to 1.
guidance,
The one
you can
let
take a
the
look
one
on the
that you
picture.
are
Then
comfortable to do it
figure,
first. Do
pouring
it
water
first.
representing
And then
connections of
At
your
the end of the
intuition
day,
and
you
your
get
higher self.
1 to
This
10
encourages you to tap
as the
into your
outcome.
inner wisdom
because
and trust the guidance it offers
yeah,
you
that's
for
because
your personal growth.
it works for me,
Like
so it works for you
Anya's,
too, I believe.
Encounters with
Quest
the
number
book
2, and then
ignite
she
your
hear
inner
the call,
spark.
whisper to
This
her,
week
and she
reflects on
answered.
your unique
And this is
talents and
something
strengths.
that, as
I
for
do
your
find it
fire Nexus
inspiring,
people,
especially
create
when we do
a something that
daily,
is so
daily
small that
ritual.
you not think
This
it
is
would
a commitment
be
that you need to make.
something, whether it's going to be meditation
extraordinary,
but it turns out
making
to be
or
something
anything
that
at all,
or something
spark
that
the
you
fire
want
within
to
you.
try.
So another
As a subset of your
interpretation
fears
in
that you are
regard
having,
to
then
creative
make an
awakening,
attempt to do it.
the starry sky and
This is to
overflow
tap
water
into your
in the
starlight
picture,
and
also
your full
symbolizing
potential.
the inspiration
As for me,
and creative energy.
I don't like to listen to
This
my
could
voice.
be the
I
potent
don't
week to
like
explore
to-
your creativity
to
side.
do
The
this because I
creative
have the
side. Whether it's
perfectionism
it is a
tendency
writing,
that
painting,
I
or
want it
something
to be
that
perfect
engaging
in order to
activities
make
that
out
bring you
as the
joy.
outcome. But now I
I
don't
would need
want
to
to
emphasize that bring you joy.
think of it anymore.
That's
So
why
I
it's
just
something that bring you
one take
joy
and make it
do
happen first. Then I will
find
perfect
a
it
time
later.
to do it.
So this is
Right?
you get the
And
example
small
from my situation.
progress.
So bear with me when it comes
If
to
you
this card. Find me saying something
The two small
out of the
pools
real.
represent taking
Anyways,
consistent, actionable steps
the third
towards your
quest
goal.
that I have listed down
Focus
for
on
you
progress,
is to shot
not perfection.
a shot
And
celebrate
explore
each
world.
small
This
victory
week, choose
as
a
you move
hidden
forward.
aspect of yourself.
You will find
Either
that
it is
its
skills,
is
emotion,
a
or
vital
something that you wish to understand
key
better,
in order to
and you can
achieve a
decide
big
your own quest
successful
within
goal
it. You are
with a
aiming.
goal and
It's not
activities
about
embark on this
the
exploration.
the outcome that you are making.
It's just important
but
to
the small
be in the
victory
uncharted
of
territory.
the small steps that you're taking
Especially
towards
it's
it
untapped.
that make
It's
you will
truly
never know that
matter.
you are good at something, or you
As
will never know
my
if someone
project
would
that I
like
am
you
running
right now,
in
which
that
is very
from the
area
start of your life.
I
So
also need to do that. Explore
too,
it for yourself.
If I am going to be focusing on
people
the perfection, I would
will
never be able to
exploit
upload the clip
because of you
onto YouTube
at all.
I hope you
So,
understand what I'm saying here.
This
Anyways,
is something that I will need to work
and
on as
fourth-
well. Fourth quest
and
here
the last
is to
thing that I want to
become
mention
your
in terms of
own hero.
interpretation with the
This
tarot
week
card
here
reflect
is a
on
renewal
the area
phase
of your life that you
The star
desire
itself
to
signify
change.
believing in
It's
yourself,
not the need
and
to
your
change.
potential is
So
this
desire
episode
to change.
reaffirm your
Because
commitment
what you
to
need
your
to do is
self-improvement
you
and
will do it
self-discovery
eventually,
and
but
trust
what you
that you
desire
have
to
the
do
strength and
for
resources
better
to
change,
achieve your goals.
craft
So
a
this is just
personalized
the
narrative
interpretation in
where
regards
you
to the short
transform
stories
into your
and
hero
the tarot
in
card,
your
the
own
star.
story and
But
achieve
let's
your
talk
desired
about
outcome.
this actionable advice
Or
why
actionable
this would be the
steps
quest
that we can
for
do in order to for this week.
make it
It's
more
simple because
when
like
you are the
what that we
hero
can
of
practice
yourself.
in
you
our
are
3D
your
world
main
here
character
in your
First,
story.
set a small
Achievable
when
goals for
you
the
are
week
with
is related
someone,
to
right?
your
When you
topic
are
here, how
rendering the
you can
narrative
improve
with
yourself.
someone, you may
Not
spend
be your
time
own
each day
character, and
connecting to
that's
your intuition through
It's
meditation,
something good
journaling,
and also
and
something
spending
bad
time in nature.
because you will
Even
not
though
know
if you
what
are
your full
in
potential
the
would be. But
city
when you are your own
where
hero,
the only
do things
nature
for yourself
is at the park, you do things for someone
I
else.
believe that it's worth
It
time
gives
for you
you
to
to find
purpose.
it, to
In
find
order
the
to be
time or to make the
better
time.
self.
Time
So this
is not
is
something
something
you
that
find; it's
you can
something you
do,
make, right?
to
So
get the narrative
find the time to be
as
as your
your
own
own hero
or
for someone else. And
appreciate
this is going to be
the
inspiring for
nature that
yourself
around
and
you.
others. The nature of,
Next quest number 5 is to seek
even
your
though
guiding
it's just the
star.
bird, this can be
Flying, passing you
internal
by,
or external
chirping
sources,
around,
whether it's
just your
appreciated
intuition
because
or mentor.
it is something
Sometimes
that could
when it
inspire
comes
you
to
in terms of your
hobbies,
self-improvement.
your
There are
inspiration
intuition
or gut
or even what
feeling
you're
that
working on.
you ignore.
You will never know. So
This
appreciate
week,
the nature.
try
and you
to
will find
listen
that
to it and
is
see what
more
outcome
fulfilling.
it provide you.
And
Engage
this
in
going to guide
a
you on
creative
your personal
activity,
journey.
even if just a few
And you
minutes.
can
decide a practice
Sometimes
that
strengthen your connection
with
with
this guiding
force.
force.
This is something that I've
If it's a
experienced
mentor,
it myself
your
multiple
friends,
times,
or
or
your
find
teachers,
it fascinating
professor,
all the time.
you can get this
The
as an opportunity to
sorry, the
to
creativity
make flows when
better
you are
connections
relaxed with those people you have a
So,
respect towards. If you are in the
Number
state
6 that you
for
find
the
yourself
quest
stressed.
of the week is to embrace a new
Best
story
believe
adventure.
that
This
the
is about
creativity
the
will
comfort
not
zone.
run
You need to learn your new skill
because
explore
what you're
an
focusing on
unfamiliar hobby
is the
or embark
stress
on a
of the
small
thing
but
that you are
exciting
thinking of
project that
is
fuels your
pressuring you.
curiosity, right?
And
This
because
may
of
not
that,
need to be something new after all.
creativity
It can
blocked.
be something that you have
it cannot
been
run
doing through you. But this week
So,
you're gonna be emphasizing
the
it
only
a little
thing
bit
that can
further
make it
in order to
unblocked
make
is to unblock
to see yourself by
push
watching
something
your
that
boundary.
is
This is gonna be very helpful for your
light-hearted.
projects as well as your
that could work sometimes.
your own
Who
projects
knows,
as well
right?
as the quest for this week. And
Do
number
the
7
things
that sorry
can
relax
yeah,
you.
Number 7. I just messed up my
Sometimes
numbers.
you
can
the
constellation
spa
or
by your starlit crew
or treat
connect
yourself
with the
something
community,
nice.
right? But either it
It's
could
online
be
or
as
offline.
easy as who shared your passion
A
for
change of
self-improvement,
scenery or
sometimes when you find that
self-discovery
what you're working on is so
each
messy,
other's growth.
right? You just
There are
change
times that
switch
when
things
you are
up
on
a
your
little,
own,
even though
going
it's
on
still
your
messy,
quest,
but solo.
you find that sometimes
right?
it's depressing.
Just try to do things
Because you are
switch
on your
things
own,
up
you
a
do
little,
things by
just for the
yourself
sake
all
of
the
the
time.
newness, and
it's
you will
gonna
find
be that
when
sometimes
you face it help you with the
difficulties,
creativity,
let's
that
say
you are
internal
working on.
struggles,
And this is
you can
the
get into the
part
fucked up
analysis
state
for
quickly.
your week ahead.
But if
You
the
are
stars
with I hope
the
that
community
you
or
find
something, someone
who have the same
helpful and
purpose
inspiring
as yourself, and we are
you
going
can
to move
support
on to the
them with
next
experiencing
section of
this
this internal
video.
struggles. At the same things happen to you,
They can support you too.
this is very important. Even though
What challenges
many people may
will
Anya
overlook this?
face on her
But I
celestial
would like
journey?
to mention
What
that
hidden
this
talents will she
is
discover?
crucial.
Will
And
she
that's it
find
for
the
the
answers
quest
she
for the week,
seeks?
for this
Or will her
episode.
adventure
The
lead her
Starlight's call.
an even more extraordinary path? The story continues, limited only by... And before I end this videos, I would like to mention on my book that I have published on the Amazon Kindle, the affirmation booklet of light and shadow. This book will be it helps me to see the light and the shadows in the way that benefits me as a person. Because sometimes people tend to love the light and hate the shadows, but I don't agree with that at all. And the perfect person, or the most authentic self person, is the one who knows how to integrate both of these qualities together. So I come up with the message, the affirmation booklet of light and shadow, in order to promote on a self-discovery and self-improvement here. And this week you get number 24. Your shadow is not something to be judged. It is simply a part of you that is trying to be understood. I hope that this message inspired you. And if you like this video, please don't forget to click the like and subscribe to my channels, and click on the notification bell to receive the notification once I upload a new episode for your Nexus. And you can also watch another Nexus in order to get more quests if you would love to do more. All right. I hope that this video will give you the inspiration that you seek, and let me know how you think of this project so that I can improve on the next updates that I'll be having. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.